الله كريم الله 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 سبحان الله 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 سلطان الله يا رب أنت سلطان. نحن أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والشكر لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Praise be to our Lord Almighty that made us to be from His servant. دستور مدد يا سيدي مدد يا رجال. And honor us to be from Ummatul Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in this precious time. Precious time. وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. Allah Azza wa Jal is reminding us when He is describing the equilibrium of the cosmos and describing how precise everything is. The sun, the moon is navigating according to a precise destination, that they are not coming into collision. And then he reminded us that every astral is navigating in its orbital according to a precise measure that Allah Azza wa Jal has set. And this is also for human being, a similar state. A similar state that human being, every single human being is navigating in its orbital according to what Allah Azza wa Jal have stated, have decreed, and no one can interfere with that course. If you want to take as much as strength to try to change the state of the galaxy, even in your dream, you cannot carry such an amount of power. So, life of human being and its destiny is written to the dot and to the spot. That is our belief in Islam. We like, we don't like. So, the believer has the ability to either make taslim and surrender, or he has the ability to try to resist and make it harder, or he has the ability to rebel and make it consuming fire for himself or herself. And Allah Azza wa Jal asked the servant to evolve in his belief. That's why they say that ibadah of Muslim, the worshipping for Muslim, is like a sin for mu'min. The worshipping for mu'min at the level of muhsin can be also a sin. What you are going to require from a child, it's not the same thing you are going to require from a teenage. What you are going to require from a teenage, not the same thing you are going to require from adult. What you are going to require from a normal person is not the same thing what you are going to require from an insane person. That's why insane person in Sharia, you cannot fit him in the regular grade. You cannot fit him in the regular grade that you are fitting regular people. And for us, it makes sense. When you see a person that is coming and there is a strong mental deficiency, like you see sometimes the trisomic people or what you call that? Another disease like that. Autistic people. You see that their contact to normal sense of things is different. So human has a different level, a maturity, and an understanding, a comprehension, and furqan, discernment, that has so many levels. So everyone is going according to what his Lord or Lord has made them to that level. So we see that Allah Azza wa Jal, what He is going to ask from prophets and from messengers is not the same like what He is asking from us. Not the same, because they were from the chosen one. They were from Muhsinin, the perfected one, the people of excellency. They were from the guided ones. They were from the inspired ones. And their state of heart is different from us. Our heart are rusted. Our heart are clogged and darkened by our sins and our primary state. So everyone is following Allah Azza wa Jal stated everyone on a course into this life. You cannot ask from the requirements of one to the other one. So for us, we comprehend that, okay, I cannot ask from a child what I am asking from an adult. But between people, also differences in understanding, differences in maturity, difference in knowledge, difference in wisdom, difference in Allah Azza wa Jal made it to be like that. When we are seeing the possibility that is coming, the differences and the potential of choices that is within human being, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that two can be together to go to Mars. Mars?
Mars, yeah.
That they are working with their science and technology, how they are going to go to Mars and establish colony there. And they are thinking that it is that easy. There are boundaries with guardians, although we don't see. But they say that there are many problems to go to Mars. So many problems. First of all, you need to find a good rocket. Every time they are trying to launch a rocket, it fall down. And like we are not, we are thinking to be more clever now. You see, in the 60s, in the 70s, they were able to launch a machine without computer, without technology. But today, as soon as they try, they are failing. You are wondering what went wrong. They say there is problem of technology, first problem. Find good rocket. Then second problem, the physicality of human is not made for that. So as soon as you will put them in the rocket, the whole skeleton system is going to lose its density because of lack of what? Gravity. So they are thinking when they are going to reach there, no more calcium on the bones, it's going to be so difficult for them. But they say one big problem also is how they are going to put a small group of people together in the same environment so long that they are not going to be starting fighting each another. Like you see when they put you in, as soon as you put two together, you start argumentation. For some time it is okay, we can find nice time to play. After a few minutes you see, no, this is my toys. No, it's my toys. No, I want to play it that way. No, Superman is more powerful. No, Batman, I look at the children. And then after it cool down again, then it starts again. Same like for us. Same for us. Why? Because so much differences that is inhabiting us in terms of our understanding and our character, but also our bad side. Some are more selfish, some are more angry, some are more impatient, some are more manipulating, controlling, some little bit narcissistic, like most of us today. It's sad characteristic of nafs al-amara bisu. Narcissistic behavior is concentrated egoism. So because of these differences, it is hard to put people together. As soon as you put two, starting some tension and some friction. Allah Azza wa Jal wished to be like that. He created us and gave us this challenge to see how we are going to do, we the chosen servants, Bani Adam. So everyone is going according to his way, his understanding. So that's why when we are going to be on a quest, there are rules that they establish for you to be on the quest. If you want to find your Lord, you have to find yourself. In order to find yourself, you have to be able to relate with everyone that is around you, that is a mirror to yourself. So, Maulana Sheikh Hisham used to give us this exercise. As we are advancing in the day, so many things are going to go wrong with the husband, or with the wife, or with the child, or with the neighbor, or with the colleague, or even someone you don't know. You enter the subway, sitting next to you, moving too much, putting music here and dancing, and you want to be quiet. There is always something that comes and that is not up to what you expect or what you want. And this is people that are bothering you. Then there will be another level of people that are going to be on your nerves. Yeah? Not like that. Everyone has one like that, or many. As soon as that one enter, your heat start to pump up. No? It's like that. I call it antipathy. There is a explanation. This antipathy, why? Without any action, there is something that doesn't feel right, and that the friction starts from far away. Because the interaction between human beings is not only through actions. The interaction is at other levels. Heart are communicating, but also we are carrying a whole tribe of jinn with us. I know you go to certain country, as soon as you speak about jinn, they start freaking out. Yahoo! Everyone has jinn cortege with him or her. We have a group of jinn that is accompanying us, that is appointed, that has been, it's like a part of our dynamic and equilibrium. Every man, every woman, there is not one that doesn't have a jinn. And we have one major one, big shaitan, sitting here, called the Karin. Everyone has his personal shaitan sitting there also. We believe. What else is there? We have angels. Not only these two, but more. So these jinns, also, when you are meeting, they interact. And sometimes they start arguing before you start arguing you. There is a back and forth of turbulence, and the heat pumps up. You see that sometimes you see one is coming, you say, oh, there is something that doesn't add up today. Sometimes it's you. You are coming and you are moody. There is something. As soon as you see that person, it starts. Because there is a dynamic in the functioning of human being that we are not seeing. So that's why the quest to know Allah starts by knowing ourselves. As Prophet ﷺ said, the one that knows himself knows his Lord. But in order to know ourselves, Allah Azza wa Jal didn't make it that simple. He said, you have to know yourself. You want to know your Lord? Know yourself. You want to know yourself? You are going to be seeing yourself interacting with everything. So you are going to be challenged with any interaction with dunya. You are going to be challenged with interaction with others. You are going to be constantly challenged with all kinds of interaction to see, are you able to know yourself? Because the one that knows himself is able to control himself or herself and to stop before a wrong limit. That's why Prophet ﷺ praised the one that knows his limit and stopped before. In every matters. So Maulana Sheikh Hisham, Allah sanctify his noble secret. From the teaching of Grand Sheikh, he was telling us, this is how your quest will start. You have to learn all. You have to respect all. You have to serve all. And you have to carry all. Respect we can try. Loving a little bit more difficult. Serving, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. This one, I don't feel like serving him. Maybe if I come to serve the tea, I can pull the tea on his knees. But to carry all, that is more difficult. Because you have to carry their burden. You have to carry their state. You have to carry their worries. You have to carry what comes from them that is not easy and pleasing. And carrying that is a great sacrifice from the self. So it starts by understanding that every single one has been appointed by his Lord as a creation with his own dynamic. And tyranny will come when we refuse the dynamic of others, or we try to change it in the wrong way. There are ways of changing. You saw Prophet ﷺ, how he was bringing the companions to changing. How he brought them to changing. He didn't put on their back police or mukhabarat or police of religion like you find in some countries today. He didn't put on them a supervisor in the street watching you. No. It taught them that he gave them the taste of meeting Allah Azza wa Jal. And once that taste came into their heart, they were willing to do any kind of effort. So that enlightenment is what is missing in today's ways. That's why Maulana Sheikh Nazim he was saying that one time they asked him, every way has its speciality. Oh Sheikh, what is your speciality? He said, from our master, we were given a specific ability for collecting hearts. He said, my sheikh was a heart collector. And he gave us the knowledge, the subtlety, how to collect the heart of people. Collecting the heart of people is not that easy. And he was giving an example. He said, human being is so wild. It's like when you are going to the nature and you are seeing a deer. You saw a deer? Were you able to approach a deer one time? Especially in this country, we have a lot of deers. We are in Canada, because some looking from the broadcast somewhere. How difficult it is. As soon as they see you, they run away. Why? Why they are running away? They didn't run away from Khawaja al-Amkanaki Kaddasallahu Sirr. You know Khawaja al-Amkanaki? He was one of our grand sheikh. He was given an order by his sheikh, go and wait for me in the mountain. He went and waited for 7 years and didn't move. 7 years, no one saw him. He was waiting there, alone. And one mountain in Dagestan area is like here. It's not easy. It's cold weather like here. And he used to, in winter, summer is easy to find food. But winter, when you are alone in the forest, in the mountain, finding the food, how was it for him? The deer will come. Some of these female that had milk, they will come to give him milk and they will go. What is the difference between him and us? The stock market going up. The deer was not seeing something that they see in us, a wild beast. Nafs al-amar. That is the difference between holy ones and us. Why the wild beasts come and sit and respect them? Because they don't see what they see in us. Maulana Sheikh Nazim say, when you see wild animal attacking human being, it's because they see something. Once you control that things and you tame it down, then you are going to have all the stories of holy ones walking, and wild animals are coming and being, the lion will come like a kitty, like Prophet ﷺ when he was little. Famous story that happened when he was taken to his to Halima to be fed. So may Allah Azza wa Jal make us to be from those that will fulfill what is required from us. That we gain that wisdom of understanding the multiplicity as being part of divine wisdom. And we migrate from a primary level to another level, not to be constantly into jungle rule mode or la bascour, how you say bascour? Bascour is the farm where you have all these animals. Stable mode. May Allah safeguard us, enlighten us, and make our destiny, our orbit to be an orbit of light. And